Hi, I'm Sanjay Kumar, and Doctor of Audiology, Clinical Director at the Ear Company. Welcome back to All About Hearing. So I get to hear lots and lots of different stories when I'm dealing with my hearing impaired patients. But here's one that I'm going to share with you that I thought was, very memorable. I had a patient who just loved the outdoors. They loved the birds, they loved the squirrels, they loved the chipmunks, and their backyard had feeders in it, and they'd watch the birds, and they'd go out there and they'd actually hand feed the chipmunks and the squirrels, right? Well, this particular gentleman had a hearing impairment, and he just got a hearing aid not too long ago, and he loved it because he could hear the birds and it was wonderful, right? So for this particular aspect of his life, it was beautiful. Well, one day he was out there and he was going to mow his lawn. So he had one of those hearing aids, the brown ones that go in your ear. So he was out there just ready to mow his lawn, and he stopped and thought, oh, I've got my hearing aid in. Let me take it out. So he took his hearing aid out and he put it on the picnic table and went to mow the lawn. Well, didn't a squirrel come running up and grab his little hearing aid and took off with it thinking it was a nut? If you could see this picture in your head, he was running around his yard chasing the squirrel trying to get his hearing aid back. Of course, the squirrel won and he took off with the hearing aid and probably buried it and got a nice surprise in winter when he went to eat it. Well, hearing aid damage due to pets and animals is a very common thing. I have a lot of people who come to see me whose dog chewed their hearing aid, whose cat played with it and knocked it around and they lost it, whose parrot chewed their hearing aid up. I mean, I could just go on and on about the things that have happened. So there's reasons for that. Certainly when it comes to your pets, you've got your scent on that hearing aid. It's on it, and they're drawn to it in the first place. If you happen to keep that battery door closed, that hearing aid is actually emitting a sound, a high frequency sound perhaps, and so that's driving your pets crazy, or maybe just making them happy to play with it, right? It's like a toy. So that in combination, if you leave your hearing aid out, it could be eaten, be bitten, and a lot of times my patients come back to me, ashamed to tell me what happened, right? So I guess the lesson there is, beware of these things, and when you're not wearing your hearing aid, put it away in a container in a safe place, away from where your pets can get to it, because otherwise you just never know what could happen. Just like that squirrel. He didn't expect it, didn't see it coming, but lost his hearing aid that way. Until next time, I'll talk to you on All About Hearing.
All About Hearing is brought to you by the Ear Company on Lansdowne Street. The Ear Company, your best choice for better hearing.